Corey, last year, one of the emphasis that Max said week in and week out is he wanted the running game to get better. What have you noticed this spring so far in terms of how the running backs are doing, the offensive line, and the stuff you guys are working on?
Right, I think as a running back room, we're getting more north and south. That's very important. And as an O-line, we're coming off the football more, and we're putting more of an emphasis getting off the ball, getting on the second level guys, and getting some yards that we need.
How has it been different from last year to this year?
Like I said, I think we're coming off the ball harder. I think Coach Cummings has done a great job implementing that. Coach Lindsey, Coach Porter with the backs. It's a whole offensive thing to get this thing going.
What went into your decision to come back for the extra year?
Right, I love Chapel Hill a lot, so much so that I'd come back. I love the guys here, and I'm big into finishing what I started, and I felt like we had a lot of unfinished business.
Did you consider? Was there like an option to into the draft? Did you think about that? Was there a decision to make?
Yeah, there was a decision to make, and ultimately the best decision for my football career and for the team was to come back and play another season.
What are some of the things about Coach Clemens that jumped out at you right away that maybe things are going to be a little bit different up front?
Right, Coach Clemens is a developer. I think he's doing a great job with these young guys, man, and obviously us as well, but he's very detail-oriented. He does a great job communicating, and there's one goal in the room, and he's done a great job implementing that with us.
What is the one thing structurally up front as he emphasized that maybe wasn't emphasized as much before?
Like I was just telling him, getting off the ball.
So that's it?
Yeah, and it's all about an attitude, you know what I'm saying? You can't draw an inside zone play so many different times.
What was it like playing in front of the fans today?
Awesome. Like I said, I love Chapel Hill, man. They did a great job. It was raining, so I'm sure that when it's sunny out, there's going to be more, but it was awesome getting the Saturday feel again.
How's Willie Lampkin doing next to you?
Right, Willie's doing awesome. Guy from Coastal. He came in. He hasn't said very much, and he's just played football. He's doing awesome. He's doing really good. Really proud of him. Same thing with Malik McGowan. He's a young guy coming up doing well. Having Ed Monolith back is huge. Will Barnes back. Spencer Rowland. John Adorno's coming into his own. All these guys. I could talk all day about all these guys.
Last year, defensive line has kind of stood up to you.
You got guys like Miles Murphy, right? Kamen Rucker, they're awesome. But the addition to having Tamari Fox back, a veteran guy with a lot of passion and intensity, he's done a great job. KJ's coming to his own. Travis Shaw, he's coming to his own. So I can talk about all of them as well.
Well, go ahead, Tim. You were the vet, but you were a new guy last year. How has your role sort of changed this year?
Right. So last year, around this time, I was coming fresh off of an injury, and I didn't think it was very right for me to be doing interviews. I just needed to prove myself, and be quiet and get quiet. So just prove myself, be quiet, and then show these guys what I'm all about. My role this year, everyone knows me now, so everyone knows what to expect. I know what to expect from everybody, and it's all about elevating. This whole game is about elevating every year, because if you get stagnant, you're going to lose.
Does that mean we're going to get to talk to you a little bit more this year?
Yeah, I hope so. That's up to Jay Sharp, and I'm glad to see you guys.
Regarding Spencer, what are some of the differences in Spencer now opposed to when he came, especially now that he's had getting an off season at this level, which they didn't have at Harvard?
Right, yeah, just like you said, he came from Harvard. It's an Ivy League. This is the ACC football, so I think Spencer's done a great job investing in his body and investing in his mind to be able to play a season.
Corey,
ACC.
you guys won 9 games last year. You went to the ACC championship game. I mean, when you say you feel like there's unfinished business, like what are the items that are unfinished in your mind?
You said it just there. We won 9 games. We won all of them. We won all the football games. Everyone in this building works so hard, and that's the goal. We don't wake up every day at 5 in the morning. We don't bust our tails all this time to not win all the games. We want to hold the big trophy. We got the last Coastal trophy ever. That's awesome. That's a big deal for this program, but we want the big one.
Or did you have any conversation with Ed Monolith about coming back? Did you try and influence him into making that? What was a tough decision for him?
I'm a big believer in you kind of make your own decisions. You can't make you can bring a horse to water. You can't make him drink. I think Ed, he took a couple of weeks off of football. I think it was like 4 weeks, maybe a month, and he decided that being a regular student wasn't for him. So when he came back, it was a huge addition to the young guys, huge addition to the room, huge addition to the offense. So I don't think I had very much to do with it, but I definitely tried.
What have you seen so far from the defense, especially the defensive line, in terms of their improvement? Because obviously you guys are going up against them every day, and that was a big emphasis for Mac, is wanting to improve that.
Right. I think they're doing a lot more to disrupt the passer. I think they're doing a lot more to disrupt the run game. They're moving a lot. They're more technically sound. They're in their gap a little tighter. Linebackers are doing a great job lining them up, you know what I'm saying, getting them in the right formations. I think that it's a process, you know, we're only 6 days into this thing. I think they're going to keep getting better.
You mentioned Travis Shaw. What have you noticed different from him this spring compared to last season?
Travis Shaw is really intense. He's doing a good job. He's getting mostly white reps, which is still a big deal in major college football, so he's going against those guys on the white line, but Travis is a big man, and he's got to be able to use that size.
Has he lost? Have you noticed he's lost weight? Does he seem quicker, faster?
I cannot comment on his weight. That's not me.
Corey, John mentioned the change in the snap count. What's kind of the challenge with you and Dre? You said you've been going after practice with Dre, kind of taking more snaps and everything. What's the challenge with that?
I mean, with anything, it's all learning curve. I think me and Drake just gets extra snaps because that's just who we are, and that's what we want to establish is we're both together in this. And the new snap count, I guess we're going to have to find out. I can't say too much just yet. You know what I'm saying?
Corey, how difficult was the decision about coming back or moving on? Like, and like, how hard did you think? Obviously, think about it; it's your life. But like, how hard did you think about it? And you know, were you torn? Like, just can you maybe take us through that?
Yeah, 100%. I played a lot of college football. I played a lot of games. You know, I really felt last year was my last year. But towards the end of that season, like I said, I felt like there was a lot of unfinished business. And like I said, I'm a big believer in finishing what I started. And being Drake May's center is a big deal to me as well, protecting him. He's a good friend of mine, really good friend of mine. And, you know, it wasn't difficult after you put all those things together. I'm here to play for the team. I'm here to serve. And I'm very excited to be back in Chapel Hill.
Who had a better reaction to you telling them that you're coming back, Mac or Drake?
Got to be Drake, but Coach Brown was pretty excited. He's awesome. Obviously, any recruit out there, Mac Brown's best head coach to play for, so I'm very excited to be back for another year.
No steak dinners bought for you by Drake or something like that?
No, sir.
Not yet?
What the center quarterback relationship is always a unique one. Like, and we've always heard you're a good leader, a good team leader. Is there advice you try to give Drake just in terms of navigating all this stuff that's coming his way with his stardom and everything? Like, do you talk to him about?
Yeah,
stuff
we talk all the time. Like I said, me and Drake are really close. Anything and everything. I'm just here as a crutch for him if he ever needs me in that sense. But he's one heck of a football player, one heck of a leader, and he's got great character. So you don't need to tune up Drake May that much more.
All right.
We good.
Everybody good?